my name is Ronald Simpson, and today we'll be discussing the controversial topic of whether video games contribute to youth violence and an increase in aggressive behavior. When it comes to this topic, I am on the con side. I do not believe that video games contribute to youth violence or an increase in aggression. I say this because I've played video games for the past 20 years and I have yet to go out and hurt someone or kill someone based on what I've seen or a game that I've played. So, the first topic that I want to discuss with you is parents should be more mindful of what video games they allow their child to play if they feel that video games contribute to violence. Each game is equipped with an ESRB rating. Um, that rating goes from E to M, which is everyone to mature. So, and that those ratings will tell what age is suitable to play that game. Um, it will also tell the level of violence and whether that game will have blood in it, killing, nudity. So, if a parent feels that strongly towards a certain game should be played, it would tell that parent whether that game is suitable for whatever age their child is. Another thing too that a parent can do to help with, not allowing their child to play games that they feel are violent is each game system is equipped with a security setting that won't allow certain games or certain content to be viewed. So if that parent wants to stop the child from viewing or playing mature games, they can go in there and set the system to not allow mature games to be played. The next topic that I want to discuss is games with a mature rating should be sold to adults 18 and older. Well, in the case Brown versus Entertainment Merchants Association, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled 7-2 that California could not ban the sale of violent video games to minors because studies did not prove violent video games caused minors to act aggressively. And that information was obtained from procon.com. That shows that, you know, that video games, the debate about video games has not been concluded yet because the Supreme Court ruled that there was no evidence that showed that video games are was causing youths to act aggressively. Um, and then my last topic that I want to discuss is um, that there are no studies that can prove that video games are responsible for an increase in child violence. A statistic that I got from BBCNews.com says the total U.S. sale of video game hardware and software increased 204% from 1994 to 2014, reaching 13.1 billion in 2014. While violent crimes decreased 37% and murders by juveniles acting alone fell 76% in that same period. That statistic suggests to me that video games, it can't be concluded that video games are, the cause of child violence or bullying or, aggression in the youth, because if the sales have increased so drastically, 204%, one would think that the violence in video games that's causing our youth to act so aggressively, that should increase also. But instead, we have a 76% decrease in juvenile behavior. And another statistic that another situation that I want to talk about is the shooting at Virginia Tech that happened April 16, 2016. That information was obtained from the New York Times, www.newyorktimes.com, and it stated that when the shooting happened, Jack Thompson, started a debate that it was because that the shooting happened because of the video game Counter Strike, and after studies and all the facts were found out, it was concluded that the the shooter didn't even play video games. So that's another argument that can be talked about, or another case in where it is proven once again that video games are not the cause of violent behavior in the youth or contribute to aggression. So I hope that I've helped you understand why I feel that video games um, does not contribute to violence in the youth. I believe it's all person specific. I believe each person, has their own mind, and and each child can be monitored to make sure, that if their parent feels the game is too violent, then simply don't allow that child to play the game. But I hope that I've gave you insight to the correlation between violence and in the youth and video games.